Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a personal reading for someone who wanted to know what is going to happen between them and a specific person. So, here's what I can say about telling the future. Is that what I'm doing here? Sometimes, not necessarily though. What I'm doing is I'm reading into the current energy, and with that, there's probability that certain things will happen and the cards will point to that, but ultimately everyone is in control of their own future, and it can change and shift and unfold in different ways, So I can tell you with certainty certain things about this situation and this union, and that will be revealed here, but the rest is going to be up to you guys. Now, if you're led to watch this reading and this isn't your personal reading, then stay tuned. Maybe some information will come through for you as well. And if this is your reading, just remember to trust your gut, trust yourself first, and check for signs of resonance as I come over some of these cards. Maybe you'll get chills or certain visions or thoughts that'll come up, and those are also messages for you. And just know if anything doesn't resonate, sometimes information does come through for other people who are watching. So let's get this started. Oh my gosh, I've got the craziest spread here for you. We're going to get into this. Let's see what we can find out. So I have your question up here first. What's going to happen between you and this person? And I'll just kind of touch on a couple of things first, and we'll come back to it at the end. But I see ultimately that there are some insecurities here with both of you guys. I tapped into this person's energy, and I feel like okay, so either you guys are really young, like you're teenagers, or like early 20s, or he's very young at heart. And I know you sent me birthdays, but I didn't even look at them. So I'm just going mainly off of, tapping into the energies here, and I feel like you guys are he's very, very young at heart, and he's a very hard worker, perhaps even in school or in some type of training, and so there's a lot of abundance here in this relationship, and that seems to be where his focus is. And so I'm seeing ultimately there's going to be a struggle with this union, because this person needs to grasp this opportunity with you. This is a really awesome opportunity. I do feel like there's a strong connection here. And I just think that I can't tell yet. We'll find out in the reading if it's him or if it's you or if it's both of you guys that are having troubles with like just feeling insecure, in general. And, getting into a relationship can kind of bring up that, you start to feel nervous, and, and this card says, stop worrying what other people will think. They won't even notice. Your ego has been blowing things out of proportion. It says, just let go of your insecurities. They don't have to define you. Be free, Love your imperfections is something that's coming out for you. It says, right now what is blocking you from moving forward is your unacceptance to your physical self. This could also be related to an emotional unacceptance, but in our image-based and obsessed society, it's likely you are caught in the trap of comparison, which we all struggle with from time to time. Maybe you're worried, if you will measure up for this person or whatever. It says, follow some body positive and uplifting meme pages and start playing with this idea of accepting yourself and, being authentic 100%. If you're trying to attract this union and, love with this person, or in general, authenticity is the best way to go. Just be yourself, And when you become comfortable in your own skin and you start to love your own perfections, you start to see yourself differently. And here is the kicker. When you see yourself differently, the world reacts to you differently. So you change the way you see yourself and the way you perceive yourself, you're going to be able to manifest better. You're going to be able to draw more abundance to you, more love, more connections. So if you can come at this from more of like a personal perspective and bring it back to yourself, instead of seeking approval from this person, seek approval from yourself, approve of yourself. Be strong here. I do see that there's going to be some difficulty with this union. The salmon, it's like a really awesome opportunity. I see a positive future here, but it's like a struggle, like swimming upstream. So if you guys can get past these insecurities, I definitely see a union here. And I feel like maybe that's what the situation's for. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the lesson here. You have to think about the bigger picture sometimes of these situations and these people that come into our lives. Now, you don't want to overthink it, you know, but, you know, I really think it's interesting sometimes. You look back at certain people that have been in your life and the things they've taught you and what you've learned from them, and even just a situation like this with this person, whatever happens, you're going to learn how to love yourself more from this. And, you know, being in love is a really great way to learn how to love yourself more. And when someone loves you, it helps, like, it's more energy to help you, like, feel good about yourself and to co-create even better, you know? And so this is a positive thing here, positive energy between you and this person. This could happen. Do the work for yourself, like, dial it back to yourself. Instead of looking for this approval, this attention from them, like, focus more on yourself and, like, approving of yourself. Whatever you need to do, self-care, or just coming to terms with, like, you know, not trying to obsess about your appearance and improve yourself all the time. Just, you know, accept yourself and love yourself for who you are right now in this body, you know. It's beautiful, and I'm sure this person thinks so. Sorry, my shoes, I keep flashing my shoes, because I'm actually sitting on the floor of my closet, because my parrot is screaming again. This is like the only room in my whole house. I'm not kidding, my house is pretty big, and my parrot, when it screams, you can hear it in the whole house. So the closet is like the only place I have. So anyways, my shoes. Okay, the joined energy. So joined energy right now in this relationship, there is a lot of unconditional love here, but I see some mourning. Like, there's a dark past. Now, I don't know if this dark past is you guys, like, together. Maybe some stuff went down between you guys. But I keep seeing him in my head. I can see him. I can see this person you're in question. I got such a clear picture of them, and I feel like it's on their end. There's a lot of mourning going on. Like, he's really sad about something, but it's not like it's not something that's on the surface level. It's very deep. And it's just a process that this person has to go through. And so maybe this can explain any separation that might be going on right now. Mourning is such a personal thing. It usually puts you into a bit of solitude and isolation while you kind of let these natural feelings purge. And it's a very sacred, normal, natural process in life, but it can be complicated, you know. You've had loss in your life, and you understand this, I believe, you know. So that's going on, I think, between both of you guys, because it says this is the joined energy, but maybe you don't realize that a lot of this energy you're feeling, because it's like you have this really strong connection, like this cord between you and this person. You know, maybe a lot of this you're feeling is coming from him. And, but there's unconditional love. This is really great to see here. Despite that, that part of the journey that's somewhat unpleasant, there's this beautiful unconditional love. And it seems like this person doesn't care, like, what your situation has been. Because, you know, I do see this struggle card coming out here. So, you know, there's some stuff going on here. Everyone's got their past, everyone's got their traumas, and everyone's got some healing to do. That's what I believe. That's just part of being here along for the ride on this journey, right? Seems to be something we all share in common. So this person seems to understand that, and like it's like I said, I feel like they're very young at heart, but they're a very gentle soul, very sensitive person, and so they have this deep rooted unconditional love for you, and likewise you have the same for them. I feel like you guys are very much cut from the same cloth. I see why you're attracted to this person. It's like you see so much of yourself in them, and it's like that person kind of sees themselves in you too. You guys are very similar. So your energy, wow, oh my gosh, it's like you are just on fire for this person. That you have the Sun card, so there's been like a spiritual awakening, or just like an awakening in your life. You're just at this place in your journey where you've started rethinking everything and wanting to go in a different direction, and wanting to kind of start over, take a chance, take a leap of faith. And there's a lot of support here. It's like, I feel like you've done a lot of work, because I see this horse. You've done a lot of hard work towards your freedom. That's what you desire in life. You really want freedom, and you're working very hard for it. And you're very rooted. Are you? I wonder if you're an Earth sign. You seem very grounded, and if not, then maybe that's just what you've been focused on lately, is just grounding. And because I see this heart, your heart is just open. And so you've done a lot of healing work, and it's great to see the Sun card come out. It's just a card that says, yes, you are in alignment, things are going good for you, like this is a positive future. It's the most positive card in the whole tarot deck. So why don't you look up, go on Google and just type in the Sun tarot card, and you'll get a whole bunch of different pages that come up. And this is for your energy, and so you can read more in depth about it and see if that kind of explains your energy right now, or what you're feeling. And if not, then just get ready, because that's what's coming into your life. Lots of positive news. And this says, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? So, you know, obviously you have a desire here, and you have a passion that's burning, and I'm not going to take any guesses here. Obviously it's for this person in question. So you're ready. You're open for love right now. And that's the thing, is that they're saying you're going to have to be strong. Ultimately, what's going to happen between you and this person is you're going to have to hang in there, because they're not there yet. I'm getting this feeling like, you know, yes, look, you've had this awakening, and look, so is this person, because this is their energy right now. Their energy is, they've come from an emotional time. Remember, you guys share this in common this morning, and so they've just started to get more grounded as well. That's what this card talks about. This person is in a more playful phase in their life. They're becoming more open to, you know, exploring life more as an adventure, and less as just like this tedious, monotonous task. So things are changing. There's like a lot of change around this person. And it says, stand up for what you believe is right. This person is probably at this place in the journey where they're starting to learn, how to stand up for themselves, how to speak their truth, you know, becoming more authentic, and work. They like work just comes up for this person. They work very hard. And so that's kind of what's on their mind. So do you see how this energy kind of differs? This person seems a little bit less serious, you know, because I feel like this young energy with them. They do have feelings for you, because it says unconditional love, but it's like their focus is on work, and they've just barely gotten grounded after this morning. And they're in and out of the water. That's what this means. They're in and out. This person's a little unstable right now. There's times where they're feeling grounded, but they get stuck in the water sometimes. And that's a message that's coming up about this person's energy. It's making me wonder, you know, like what's throwing them, like what's putting them through this, but that's personal, you know? So, let's see. This person's feelings about union. So, what are his feelings about union? And union is just like coming together, or like communication, or like maybe having like a DTR, like a define the relationship talk, or sometimes it literally means, you know, moving in together or getting married or something. So let's see. It seems like, you know, this person's trying to manifest opportunities. They are so focused on becoming a leader. That's what they really want. They want to, you know, maybe own some type of company, or just rise to the top in whatever job they're at. But they're in training, they're in school, or they're learning. So all these pillars here represent opportunities that are on this person's horizon. And so it seems like this person, it says your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So this person needs to be on their own right now to succeed and to build that strength. It's just point blank. That's how it has to be. That's what's in the cards for them, you know? So that's his feelings about union, at least at present. That's how they feel right now. Doesn't mean that it's never, but this is the truth here, you know? So your feelings about union. It seems like, yes, you want this. You have this passion, but this awakening is very recent. This change, this shift is so recent that you are more focused on just kind of resting and just kind of getting your strength back after leaving this difficult time behind. So you are focused on this person, but it's like you want whatever is best in this situation. It's like you have a lot of understanding for this person and where they're at right now, and so you're focused on them. You want this, of course, anytime, fine, but mainly you're here and resting up and getting strength. And so this isn't a bad thing. Let me know if this is how you really feel, like where you're at right now, because I feel like, you know, this energy is kind of playing off of each other here, you know, and this is a positive thing I'm feeling here. You know, he's off manifesting his opportunities. You're just getting strength and getting ready, and this energy is definitely building and definitely leading somewhere. Because I see this true love card down here, and I see the undying love card. It's like, and these are the only like 3 love cards in the whole deck, and they're coming out in this reading for you. So there is a lot of emotion here. So just because this is happening at present doesn't mean that there's nothing going to happen in the future. I haven't gotten like the death card, or there's a couple telltale cards that will tell me like, all right, I gotta break it to this person, this is not happening, and maybe this, you know what I mean? If I'm being guided to do that, I will do that. But I'm not seeing that here. But I am seeing that it's meant to be, that you guys are apart right now, and that's very important. You might not want to, if you guys aren't communicating, you might not want to break that silence. You know what I'm saying? Now, okay, I broke it down into what's going to happen the next couple months. Just, I don't know. I wanted to see what would come out. September, October, November. So, what's going to happen between you and them, September? Where is this going? Reaching out. So maybe you're going to reach out to them. Or you're thinking about reaching out. You're really wanting to make this connection. Maybe it's more like you visualizing, you know, what you want to have happen next in this connection. And it seems like he's just focused on learning from people who are older than him, more skilled than him. He really wants to turn this wheel here into the next season of his life. He wants to go to the next level, and he's really focused on that. But it also seems like everything is pointing to October. Like, October is going to be a big month, because it says expect a miracle. So something could go down between you guys in October, and there's like this little seed that's planted. And there are signs about like sexuality, fertility, the bowl, you know what I mean? And this is a heron, which talks about going step by step, except the heron is flying. And so it's like something like you guys take a huge leap forward in this month. It could just be something that happens in the energy, but I'm feeling like, you know, there's going to be communication, there's going to be talks or maybe hint at maybe taking the relationship to the next level, or just a feeling like between you guys, like things are progressing, but there will be progression in October. It might be something little, you know, but because you're going to be here standing here on the edge of this thinking, I want to go over here, how am I going to get across? But it just hasn't manifested yet. It's still incubating, you know what I'm saying? So basically in October, there's going to be some signs that come through that are going to give you hope to continue this path. For some reason, like this, you're supposed to continue this path. It could be that like this person's meant to be for you, or maybe you're just going to learn some stuff through this whole thing, whatever it is, you know. There's a lot of like, it seems like an undefined relationship, you know, what you guys have going on here. Now, November. it seems like it's really up and down between you guys, because like November is like, he's tired because he's been working his ass off, you know what I mean? And excuse my language, but yeah, he's been working, so he's tired. And it's like you're putting up boundaries because you have something that you're focused on too, like your future. You have a lot going for you. And so November seems like a month where it's kind of hard to have that communication, but don't worry, you know what I mean? Because look, we're going into the holidays here. People get weird around the holidays. It's just a really interesting time of the year for a lot of people. Good for some people, bad for some people. So the holiday is tricky time for love. Hey, you never know. Sometimes that's a great time for love too, but just be aware it could not be personal. It could just be the energy, you know? So, it does say, don't worry though, there's a bright future. No matter what happens in November, like, there's some good stuff that's gonna happen here. Now, what he knows that you don't. So, look, it's like he does have this true love for you. And, you know, I rarely see this card in this placement. And so it's coming out, like, on purpose to tell you, like, this person has hardcore feelings for you. If there's any doubt, they do. But this is what is important to them right now. This group of men, it's like this job or this career he's headed into or this studying he's doing, like, this is what's lifting him up right now. He needs this support. He's growing. He's maturing. Like I said, there's like this young energy to this person, and he's happy. He's really happy with what he's doing right now and like where he's going in life and what he's learning from these people. And so you guys are in this separation right now, but this is helping him. Do you see? It says his independence is a foundation for his success here, and you know, being with these people is so important to him. So there's only so much energy. There's a lot of energy going. You see this fire, this energy going into this part of his life. There's not a lot for this right now. That's why there's a separation here. So this might be a 6-month journey. It might be I don't know. I can't really put a timeline on this, but it's definitely going to be longer than 3 months. That's all I can say. So, you know, this October could be when maybe you guys make it official, but it's like there's other stuff that has to be worked out to get here, but you never know. I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling like it's going to take this person some time, and so it's going to really trigger you and your insecurities, but it's like, just remember, like, play this reading again, and remember, this person has got to get through the mourning. Like, people need space from this in order to, like, do the whole love thing. I'm just realizing that it's really difficult to have a relationship when you're really deep in mourning. If you're in the middle of one when this happens, from my personal experience, it's hard, you know, it's trying. And so, like, you know, with this, people need space, and I needed space when I was going through this in my life. So just don't take it personally, this separation right now. What you know that this is so funny. What you know that he doesn't. Look, you got this card again. Damn, you are on fire for this person. You're just like, yeah, you're on fire for them. And you want a new path, and you don't care. Like, you're willing to help him. You're like, I'll help you through whatever it is. Like, you're mourning. Like, I have a lot I can help with. I know I'm a healer. Like, you're like, I know a lot that I could help you with in this area. But, so he doesn't know that. He doesn't realize that you're like, I don't care. Like, let's work this out. Like, life's too short. Like, you seem like kind of an impulsive person. Not in a bad way, though. Just like a risk taker. Like, that's where you're at. You're on fire. Like, you're lit. You know, you got this awakening. You're starting to believe anything's possible. You're like, why wait? But hey, it's just not what's in the cards. Sometimes it can be very simple. Like, all these cards literally are just boiling down so far to tell you one thing. It's timing. And in that time, you work on yourself. That's what you do. This is how this game goes. So, advice. This is your advice. We'll end this reading with your advice. So, they're saying face your fears. Continue this energy you're feeling of this fire and this light and like this freedom. follow your heart, you know, you want to be free. Like I said, I just keep feeling this about you, and hey, I feel like you and I are similar. That's why you're connecting with me on this channel. I just know it. We're similar in the fact that we love freedom, and isn't everyone, but I don't know. There's different, some people just have a thirst for freedom, and you're the kind of person that it's hard for you to be happy because of that. And so, you know, just kind of let that go. Don't let that, you know, the shadow side of that block you from moving forward here. And, you know, embrace this side of you. Continue on. Continue searching out the things in life that make you feel free and that help you express yourself. Ways for you to face your fears and expand and grow and, you know, try new things, you know. You're saying undying love. The love you've shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So, I don't know if that's comforting for you, but sometimes it can be to hear that. You know, I really do believe, like, everything is a cycle, you know, because I know energy, it can't be created or destroyed, it can only be transferred. And so, you know, you have to think, maybe the reason you have such strong feelings for this person is maybe you guys shared some past lives. Maybe there's a history here, if you're into that. Maybe your belief system or, like, the way you perceive the world isn't on that train of thought, and that's completely fine. It's just an idea I play with, I guess. Something I'm into. But regardless, you guys share a past, if not in many lives, then just with this life, you know? And so, there's a reason, you know, it's a beautiful connection you guys have, and so honor that, you know? Be thankful is what they're trying to say. They're trying to say, like, change your mind frame from being so stressed and worried about this to being thankful for what's happened between you guys so far and this energy you've already exchanged with them. That goes on forever, you know? And one more message is release your fear of lack. There's always enough to share. Know that you are always provided for. So I hope that helps. You know, you are always provided for if that's something you've been worrying about. I don't think that has to do with your love life. I think that's something that's coming out for another personal reason. So just trust your gut when you hear this message. Think about what this is talking about, but they're saying you don't have to be afraid of lack anymore. You really are always provided for, and don't be afraid you're going to lose this person or lose this connection. I think that this is going to be something this is definitely a soulmate here. I can just tell. This is a person who's in your soul family, a soulmate. There's some type of soul contract here, and it's going to play out, so time will tell. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks again for supporting me in this channel, and I'll keep you posted because 100% of the proceeds that I'm making through these readings, I'm using them to help support ethical fashion, and I'm planning another shoot. I have a lot of jobs coming up, but I'm able to squeeze in another shoot and use some of these the profits for that. So that's what I'm going to be using the money for. So stay tuned on the channel, and I'm going to be posting some more behind-the-scene videos and some pick-a-card readings. If you're into that, it's check out my pick-a-card readings. It's almost like getting a free reading, basically. It's more personalized. So thank you again. Peace out.